How to avoid working forever. Do these 12 things. Have you ever considered the possibility that some of your current habits might be pushing you toward working forever? Yeah, I said pushing. There are tons and tons. We're talking about you here with bad financial outcomes waiting for us in our future if we don't start making better decisions now. What kind of spending could affect me this way? Well, let's find out together. Number 12. Not saving. Saving is not about making you rich, it's all for the future. You never know what will happen in life, and if something does go wrong, then you're prepared with some sort of savings account, so that when things do get tight financially due to an emergency such as losing one or more incomes, disease, injury, etc., you're able to survive until next payday thanks largely because saving has been practiced over time, especially during difficult economic periods, which we currently find ourselves going through right now. Number 11. Poor money habits. It's easy to get into bad habits with money. If you find yourself constantly overspending or not having a budget, it might be time for some tough love. The key is learning how much your spending can actually affect the future self. That will have less opportunities in life because of poor decisions made now, thanks solely on what they would do if given unlimited funds right now, but also considering their own personal values when choosing where those extra $1 go each month. Number 10. Lifestyle inflation. You may be surprised to find out that your lifestyle can get way more expensive if you find a job paying higher than what it is now. This could happen because of the term lifestyle inflation, which means an increase in cost of living for people who earn greater incomes or take on new jobs with better compensation packages. But this doesn't have to do all harm. The good news is there are ways around investing money into bad habits like buying unnecessary things just so they're fashionable again. You'll want to have some careful planning skills when making decisions about where each extra penny goes after getting paid each month. Number 9. Impulse buying. You can't help but find yourself constantly purchasing items you didn't plan well in advance. This is called impatient buying, and it might seem harmless at first as long as you have enough money to afford them. However, while this may be true, if not over time, then eventually the cost will outweigh any profits from selling these goods on Craigslist or eBay, or wherever. It's important that we learn how our addictions affect us financially, so instead of just making one bad decision after another, without thinking about long-term consequences. Number 8. Obsessed with the present. The future is unpredictable, but there are ways to prepare for it. If you're not willing, work hard now in order that your life be perfect later on down the line when this present moment becomes a problem, instead of an opportunity, then chances are good things won't go as planned and maybe even worse than expected. This isn't just something people say. If they don't take actionable steps towards preparing themselves financially or emotionally, or both, their lives can easily fall apart around them because everything falls through without proper preparation. Number 7. Poor debt management. There's no way around it. Debt is inevitable in today's world. But there are many different ways for you to manage your finances and avoid missing payments if they become too much of an issue, which can lead not only higher interest rates but also other problems. If ever found yourself unable or unwilling to pay back loans on time every single month, this may be due largely from poor planning. Rather than putting all available funds toward repaying these debts as soon as possible after taking them out, you might choose instead use some extra money towards building up savings so that when life schemes turn ugly later on down the line, there's something to fall back on instead of trying desperately to scrape up enough cash each month just so the creditors don't come after you. This way, not only will it be easier to manage your finances, but also more secure in case anything goes wrong. Number 6. Waiting for a miracle. Maybe you have been frustrated with the financial situation in your life. It can feel hopeless and there doesn't seem to be any light at the end of this tunnel, but it's not too late. You need only take control over what little money is coming into or going out from various sources before it's too late. You may never get another chance like this again, so make sure everything works as expected now, because otherwise what happens if something goes wrong? Will I ever find myself working forever just try and get back on my feet financially without being able to save anything for retirement? Number 5. Staying at a job that pays peanuts. Why are you working for less than what your talents can earn? You deserve to make as much money possible. Why stick around a job where the pay is low, and stay in an under-the-table economy when there's so many other opportunities out there that will take care of all those bills, too? Don't be afraid, get stronger qualifications, or find another one with better perks, because this world needs people like us who refuse stand down while somebody else gets rich off their hard work at our expense. Number 4. Short-term mindset. Your mindset has a big impact on how you approach life and work. If your focus is solely focused on what's happening now, then everything that happens will reflect this sentiment as well. But if we make the decision to set long-term goals for our future retirement plans or ambitions overall, rather than just focusing exclusively around staying put in one place right here and NBPS, you stand an increased chance at living comfortably without having any financial worries come knocking at doors offering support, because they know where their true strength lies, with being able not only provide themselves financially but also offer security in the long run. Number 3. Staying in your comfort zone. As humans, we find peace in familiar surroundings. The more often we visit a place, the easier it becomes to know what will happen next and how things need to react accordingly. But this also means that if you never leave your comfort zone, then chances are high for feeling stuck inside one-dimensionally flat scenery without any challenges or changes on offer. Staying stagnant guarantees mediocrity, because there's no room left beneath your skill ceiling. All potential remains trapped within its constraints until they're finally released upon reaching retirement age. So don't fall in the same trap as others who just accept what they're given. Be brave and take a risk on yourself sometimes in order to break free of limitations and explore new possibilities. Number 2. Negativity. Negativity can be a powerful force that wages war on your mind and body, but it's not always true. Those with positive outlooks typically perform better in skills-related domains, as they've been found to have higher self-confidence, which leads them towards success. It may sound surprising at first glance. After all, if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts, how will this help anything? The answer lies within what negativity actually does. Rather than filling us with negativity, a sense of inadequacy, or causing inaction due fear from taking action against our problems, it instead manipulates those emotions by making us feel like it's easier not to try or even care about our financial security. Reclaim your power from the grip of negativity by actively reframing how you see money and life. You may be surprised at how much motivation it gives for achieving better results in the long run. Number 1. Laziness. Laziness is the root cause of many problems, including missing out on life-changing opportunities and stagnation. But don't just think about how it affects us. Laziness also leads to financial ruin, intellectual degradation, or worse. Lack motivation. The list goes ever so slightly longer than what we have time for here today. So if you want a different future, one without these terrible habits holding your progress back, take this opportunity now by answering yes when asked if any certain behavior reflected your current self during our last talk. Make a point of disciplining yourself whenever possible, and instead strive to learn more and become an expert in your field. The rewards will come not just financially, but also emotionally, as you gain mastery over something meaningful to you. And remember, never let laziness beat your ambition. Take the initiative and make financial security a priority today. Financial security and stability is not an overnight success story, but it's something worth striving for. Whether you're starting from scratch or building off existing assets, establishing a strong foundation of financial preparedness can help you create a secure future for yourself and your loved ones. It all starts with recognizing the power of positive thinking, overcoming negativity, and kicking laziness to the curb. With a little bit of hard work and dedication, financial security is within your reach. So take the decisive steps today and begin crafting your own success story. You won't regret it. Hey, we're so glad you took the time out of your busy day to watch today's video. If it resonated with any part or all, don't forget to subscribe if this was something worth watching. We'll see you soon.